welcome back to College Football 25 and our coaching dynasty. Guys, before we get started, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. Your support keeps this content rolling. Let's jump into the episode here. 4-0 on our 5th season, 2nd season as the head coach here at Hawaii. We're getting ready to go on the road, playing an SEC team. We haven't had great luck traditionally against SEC teams, but we are excited they are on the schedule. We love to test ourselves. We're having a great first part of the year. The first third has been looking great. We beat 2 Big 12 teams. We smashed KU, and then we won a double overtime thriller against Arizona State last week. But in that game, guys, we lost our quarterback for the season. So that is Devin Kafka. Luckily, we had only played 4 games at that point, and we were able to slap the red shirt on him. We will retain this year of eligibility, so we do lose him for the season, but there is a future to look forward to. Now, what do we do from here? If you've been watching the series, you know we've been developing Tyler B. He played in 4 games for us last year. Only 4 games, though. Not a whole lot of experience, and he doesn't have that great of stats yet. So he's only a 71 overall. We do also have Evans Chuba on the roster. If you're familiar with NCAA football, you know that he is a transfer from Washington State. Guys, he has no meaningful snaps. So I'm going to show you right quick. You can go into his stats right here. He didn't play at all at Washington State, transferred in his redshirt freshman year, and then has sat on the bench ever since. This is his first year throwing the ball at all. You can see last year he came in and held a couple kicks for us, but he's never even thrown the ball in his college career. 5 for 7 though against Arizona State before he got a little banged up as well, and we had to rely on Tyler B. So I think what we're gonna do for this SEC game is give the keys to the offense to Evans Chuba because of the experience, and we're gonna see how it goes from there. Guys, if you want a full backstory on what we've done so far, please check out the playlist. We've got every episode has been uploaded and waiting. Let's go over stats real quick. This is what we do before every episode. 1,000 yards and 3.5 games for Devin Kafka, and then you can just see we've been dabbling in the different quarterbacks. We're trying to develop David Weeks here because he has a great development trait, which is better than Tyler B. But we want to keep that red shirt status on him, so we won't see a whole lot of weeks. We're going to go with Chuba and B for the rest of this year. Rushing wise, it's been a breakout year for Alejado in his 2nd season as a running back. If you follow NCAA football, you know that right now this kid is a Bishop Gorman product who is playing quarterback at Hawaii. He didn't fit our system, so we moved him to running back, and he's having a decent little year. Stephon Reyna is our all-around awesome running back. Had a great year last year for us as a sophomore, coming through again as a junior. We've got a true freshman who's going to see limited time, 4 games. We want to keep that red shirt on him. Receiving wise, I really think this guy, look at that, through 4 games, has almost 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. He might be a look at a Heisman or best receiver or something. This guy is absolutely crazy. This is Jarvis Heimuli. Just so you know, it's our 5th year, so all these senior red shirts are original NIL players. Kicking it over here because of the backstory. Timo Puamau broke his leg before we got to Hawaii. He was out the entire season last year with that broken femur, so this is his first chance to play with us, and he's been having a great season. 9 catches, 80 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and that's after a whole year off. Very cool. Defensively, we just want to go over the tackles. Through 4 games, averaging 10 tackles a game is Kai Kamalani. This is our senior strong safety. Had a big year for us last year, continuing this year. Sacks wise, it's Waikiki Galindo. If you wonder why we call him that, make sure you catch up on the series. Usually it's been Larry Bada. This guy's great. You see on the top right all of his stats and accolades. He was an absolute menace last year, but the double teams and the chip blocks and everything they're doing on this side of the line has allowed Galindo to get through and be the sack leader. So now that we've gone over the stats, now that we've given you kind of a context of where we're at in the season, we're going to head and jump into this game against Arkansas and take on the Razorbacks. Arkansas, and the introduction of our 2 quarterback system. Why two quarterbacks because we have a senior and freshman redshirt quarterbacks. Why not just start the senior? Because our redshirt freshman has taken more meaningful snaps than our senior has, and that's just the facts. We are gonna let Chuba start the game because of his seniority, but we are gonna find opportunities to get Tyler B involved. That's what we're doing, guys. We've got to find a solution. We're here at SEC. I would say Arkansas is a good team, man. They play in the SEC. They're gonna beat most teams. That's just what I think. I said it. Here we go. 3rd and 1, first third down of the game. They're gonna run a little read option. Larry Botta's gonna shut that shit down. Impact players: Mike Alejado in the backfield, Ben Gallo, middle linebacker. 2nd and 6, guys. We're gonna hand it off to Alejado. Look at this man. He's sick with it. Great run up there. 2nd and 4. A little crossing route to Enrique Herran, the slot receiver. We have 3 first downs on this drive. 2nd and 8. We're gonna look deep here. Heimule, we've got a step, but oh my God, guys. There was actually no voice manipulator on that one. That was just all me skills. We underthrew it, man. A pick for Evans Chuba in his first start. A little visual candy, if you will, some eye candy. I'm gonna try some new editing things, so bear with me here. 2nd and 3. They are on a drive, but we bring that heat. I just call this guy Laga. He's got a really long Hawaiian name. He's actually a defensive end. We put him at defensive tackle for that reason right there. 3rd and 10. They've got to convert here. They're going deep. Kamalani on the coverage. No good. 52-yard field goal attempt. You heard it from the announcers right there. Just tucked it in the corner there. Very nice. 3-0 here. We're gonna go back to Alejado. Check this out. A little bump and grind. Spin up the contact. 4 carries for 46 yards. We needed somebody to step up, and Alejado has answered that call. Having a great little game here. They're keying on him. We're going deep again. We know he's gonna underthrow it. This time, we put ourselves between the ball and the defender. 6'3", Jarvis Heimule makes the catch. This was an ugly throw, guys. If you check this out, look at the wobble this thing has. Plus, it's severely underthrown. But we do have a great senior receiver out there. We take the lead 7-3. Option on 3rd down. Waikiki Galindo's going to get in there and disrupt it. 2nd and 11 for us. Armando Lewis on a little jailbreak screen. We're going to break it for big yardage too. Doesn't have the speed that we need to break away because of great angles by the defensive backs here at Arkansas. We do not possess that. I'm going to show you an example of that later on angles, but we do flip that field around in a hurry. Alejado back up the middle doing big things. We got Reyna in the backfield now. We love Reyna, but we're gonna run out for a screen pass. Just by a little time. You can see he kind of bumped into some of them linemen. He wasn't available. We had a lot to do, but that sets up a Nate Duarte touchdown. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he was our #1 tight end last year as Timo Puamau was injured with that broken femur. A run straight up the middle. We got him playing fullback. Or it's a fumble on the next, or a punt on the next drive. But you can see a freshman. Dude, this is the 2nd time, I believe, this year that he's run into the kicker. Kind of an issue for us. Kind of an issue. They're going to take advantage of that. Fortunately, we're going to stop that from becoming a touchdown. 2nd and goal from the 2. It doesn't take long. A little off tackle run, obviously. Big guys on big guys. Arkansas wins this battle with only 1 yard to go and 4 attempts to do it. 3 or 4 attempts. It's in their favor. Reyna on a decent little run. We're still leading here at this point. You can see the clock, less than a minute. They're thinking we're going to throw it. We give it to Reyna. We give it to Alejado. 10 carries, 101 yards for him. And then with 24 seconds left, Alejado straight up the gut is going to score a touchdown. Let's go. Tyler B's in at quarterback, getting plenty of looks, plenty of meaningful snaps. Not having a bad game. 12 carries, 105 yards, 1 touchdown for Alejado. He really is. He's stepped up. He's showing us what he can do here. We've got an 11-point lead on the road. On the road at an SEC school. Look at that ball. At an SEC school. We know it's going to be tough. We can't change our plays, by the way. I've tried like probably 13 times on a single play where we had to eventually call a timeout because we couldn't flip the play around. But first play here, second half, we're going to give it to Reyna. Great little gain. They didn't think we were going to juke inside. Sneaky stuff right there. Tyler B on 3rd and long, holding the ball too long. We're going to have to punt on our first drive. Check this out. Throwing the ball up for grabs. Von Napua could have had it, but he was the guy behind the football. Kicking it out to the tight end. We can't tackle him. We can't tackle him. We can tackle him, though, if he steps out of bounds. It's going to, after a couple plays, it's going to be within 5 yards, and it's a simple run up the middle. It's a close game now, boys. Just having a lot of success there. They're going to go for 2 here, though, to try to make it a field goal game. Little motion. They're going to run it straight up, but we show up and stop that 2-point conversion. Check out Alejado. He's been putting in the work. -12 break tackle, -9 catch. We've still got him in there. We're going to use him as a decoy here as we go across the middle. For Armando Lewis, we're going to recycle those downs. 5 catches, 82 yards for him. Tyler B still in there, slinging it, holding it too long here with 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's tough. We've got to give the ball back and check this running back out, just blowing up the game. He's had a great one. We talked about angles. Number 12 is getting his first playing time for me as a coach anyways, and just dog shit angles. Unfortunately, our man coverage, we were chasing that guy across the field. Oliphant got tangled up with the linebacker. He's not able to recover. That is a jet sweep pass. 4-6. Arkansas is going to take the lead. They're going to go for 2 again. But check this out. Waikiki Galindo. He's going to get through. Doesn't count for a sack on the season, but it's a big play because we're going to need it every opportunity we can get. Derek Boyd's going to step in for Alejado. He's another senior. Great run by him. He's going to split time with Reyna, as you can see back there. We've got Evans Chuba in the game. This time he doesn't underthrow it. He hits Heimuli. We're going to go back on top in this game, guys. Great throw. Hit the receiver in stride. He was yapping on the sideline saying he deserves another chance. We told him he would, and he took advantage of it because look at that. Our 2-point conversion. A great slant route. Pitch and catch. Big time. Look at that. We bring the pressure. Bada just mashes this quarterback. Luckily, Galindo's right there to recover it. We are within the 10-yard line, I believe. And look at these dudes. Just straight badasses, man. Had to throw that in there. The good cinematics. Look at them. Oh, shit. Yeah. Slow this down. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty good. Check this out. 2nd and 6. We're going to give it to Reyna because that's what we do. But he coughs it up. Usually reliable Reyna puts the ball on the ground on the goal line. It's going to be a turnover. 3rd and 23 after a couple of sacks. They're going to try and set up a screen, but we blow it up. We get the ball back. We're running timeout. You can see 1:56 here. We need this first down. We get this first down. We're going to be able to run out like another minute before we have to kick a field goal because they use their timeouts. We end up missing this. So this is going to give them a last 23-second chance. All right. Banging this one on. It's a terrible start to the year for Larry Regis, by the way. Somebody we've been excited about all year. It's been tough for him. Check this out. 6 seconds to go. 4th and 20. We did get a sack in there. We'll go over the stats at the end of the game. They're throwing it deep. We're going to end up getting a finger on this. Almost caught by 17 there. Oh, he would have been gone. Guys, we held on. This is an upset. 29-22. We beat Arkansas on the road. We finally got over the hump. We beat an SEC school. 2 catches, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns for Heisman. Nice job. Player of the game brought to you by Discover Card. It's props for whoever's on the game, guys. I'm not sponsored. Big win here. Big plays when we needed them. Alejado, Heisman. It's a great showing by both quarterbacks in this one. You can check it out. 10 for 14. We only let Chuba throw it 4 times, though. One of those was a pick. One of those was a touchdown, but both quarterbacks had passing touchdowns and plus 70% on the ground. 17 for 110, a touchdown there. Reyna 93, but he coughed up that fumble. 9 for 33 for Boyd, and Duarte carrying a touchdown. Receiving wise, Lewis was the leading receiver for 82 yards, but those 2 touchdowns were all Heimele's. Puamau, we got him on a couple like read options, and unfortunately 2 catches, -1 yard. Tackle leader for today's game is going to go to Gallo and Hook. Emmanuel Hook's the guy who has the dog shit angles. 2 sacks for Bada, 1.5 sacks for Laga, and Waikiki Galindo got the other half there. No picks today in this game. Conference player of the week is going to go to Larry Bada. And we lost our top receiving prospect. If you remember, that guy had 98 speed. We lost him to LSU. Oh well, though, we're getting ready for UTEP, undefeated in the Mountain West. UTEP 4-2. We're going back home, guys. Let's get this party started. The Miners ain't got anything on us. UTEP is going to launch us into our conference schedule. Launching it at home. We're happy about that. A decent little Mountain West team, but after just beating Arkansas, we would expect to make easy work of the Miners. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ball first, 4-2. The Miners, 5-0. The Rainbow Warriors. Caden McAllister taking it upfield. Decent little return. Gonna highlight Micah Alejado. But very early on, we're gonna see that the effects of last week are still hurting him. So you can see just 3 seconds into the game, right? This is the first offensive play. Check that out. -2 speed, -7 broke tackle. Like, he's still hurting from that Arkansas game. He's going to get limited carries in this game as we focus on Boyd and Reyna. Kicking it out to Puamau. Recycling downs here. 3 first downs on this opening drive here. You can see Chuba in at quarterback. Right across the middle, we're going back to Puamau. In the red zone here, Reyna off tackle is going to score the first touchdown of the game after having a kind of crucial fumble last week. We are a little weary, making sure not to use him while he's, I guess, worn out, the wear and tear. Highlighting Big Gallo there, a middle linebacker. UTEP wasn't able to do anything. We're back on the ball. A big run here by Reyna. 4 carries, 39 yards, almost 10 yards per carry here. You can see we're using Alejado in the play action game. Can't recycle the downs. We got a 51-yard field goal, guys. Larry Regis gonna boot this through. Missed a big field goal opportunity last week, really close, and then 51 yards though. No issues for him. It's weird how that works, isn't it? 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 10-0. Smashing the quarterback, but he's able to connect here. Von Napua just bad angle. I know. I was controlling the player there. It's on me. Unfortunately, we're not able to catch up with this dude. Wearing number 48 as a wide receiver. That's pretty wild. He's going to bring it in for 6. 7-10 here. Making sure we get the first down. You can see Tyler B in at quarterback. He hooks up with Enrique Aderon. Going deep here. Thought we had the touchdown. Unfortunately, we got a 44-yard field goal attempt coming up. That's back-to-back field goals here. 13-7. Regis, after a tough start to the year, is getting back into it. Chuba back in at quarterback. We got a lot of quarterback changes here this week. We're going to see what everybody can do. You can see Tyler B back in at quarterback here to throw. Everybody hitting these hook routes. Heimuli, the catch and go. Close to the 10-yard line here. That was a big catch and run. Everybody's excited for that. A couple plays later, we're gonna be, you can see 8-7, 6 seconds on the clock right before halftime. Mike Alahad, he doesn't have far to go, so we went ahead and let him carry it. When Boyd and Reyna were tired, Alahada would go back in. We really limited his carries, but he did get the touchdown there at 20-7 going in at halftime, guys. You can see the rushing yard difference. 110 yards, 109 yards. Third down conversion, 3-1. Look at the time of possession, 12-4. That's pretty crazy. We did receive the ball to start the game, so the benefit here is that the benefit for the Miners is that they will receive the second half kickoff. Let's see if they can turn it around here, down 2 scores. First play, mind you, of the second half. We said, can they turn this around? Look at that. Oliphant unable to get around a defender. Check that effort out right there. I'm not sure why it does that. If you dive at an angle, meaning not towards the end zone, you can actually dive aggressively. But if you're chasing somebody and facing the end zone, they just fall down like that. It's so frustrating. 2nd and 2 here. We're going to answer back on that deep touchdown pass from the Miners, or that short touchdown pass. Long run with a deep pass of our own Armando Lewis, making sure we get in there. That was Evans Chuba, by the way. You can see 2-point conversion. We were getting pressured, guys. Fortunately, this isn't going to count as a stat, an interception stat, because it is a 2-point try, but we're not able to convert that. 26-14 here. Still a 2-score game, so we'll see how it works out. Pressure on the UTEP quarterback. Kai Kamalani, our senior strong safety, making a big play, elbowing that guy right in the grundle zone as he's getting up. Kai Kamalani, man, big turnover here. 3rd and 11. We're looking to recycle the downs. Unfortunately, we're going to come up short. 4th and 5. 36-yard field goal. You can see the damage that Alahado has. He started out with 7 break tackle. Now he's negative 14 break tackle. So every carry is getting more and more hurt. It's about this time that we take him out of the game for good, just to focus on having him for the rest of our Mountain West schedule, right? 29-14 here. Our middle linebacker, the best player, is out for 5 weeks with a broken thumb. Tough luck for our defense, but we do have Skylar Zalesta, who had quite a bit of playing time last year with Caravallo. So while he doesn't have the speed, he does have the experience. We'll see how he turns out. Hopefully he steps up the next 5 weeks. Back to the game, guys. They're just kicking it out to this dude, man. These little screen passes are eating us up. They're able to get into the end zone. 21-29. Tyler B back in at quarterback. We're trying to get him to jump here just to get a little closer. 3rd down, misfire. Enrique Herran's not able to get that. We're going to have to punt the football. And then the angles, man. The execution, man. We're not able to bring him down. Another 3rd and 10. They're just floating it up there. Our defenders, I guess, Napua and Hatchet, aren't able to make a play there. And then across the middle, a big catch. This number 22, man. Here's a little highlight. I had a subscriber come through, so I had to edit that part out. Had the notifications on. Forgive me on that one. But they did score, so after that big catch across the middle, he catches it down near the goal line, gets in for the touchdown. That was 22-48 here on the 2-point conversion. In the 4th quarter, it's tied. Tyler B still in at quarterback. Check this out, going deep. Overthrows Armando Lewis. We needed it. We needed it. Unfortunately, misfires. 3rd and 9 here. Held on the ball too long. And not only misfiring, but our young quarterback fumbles it. We're gonna put Evans Chuba back into the game at this point. just because of the wear and tear on Tyler B. It is what it is. Third down. We just talked about Zylsta. We'll get his name right one of these days, or just pronounce it yourself. He gets in there, gets a sack, forces a fourth down. They kick the field goal but miss it, so we've got 3 minutes to go down the field, score this game and win it. But on third down, we go right up the middle with Boyd. They get the penetration. We've got to punt it. You can see they're burning the clock pretty good. Third down, I think we're going to get the ball back, but that quarterback is just slinging it. They're able to recycle those downs here as well. It was second and inches. They've been moving the ball down the field. They're trying to run out the clock here. You can see we're using timeouts. Minute 14, 3rd and 5. We've got to get in here. We have no timeouts, by the way, guys. You can see 4, 3, 2. There's only about 30 seconds left in the game. They don't miss the field goal this time. They punch it through with no timeouts. 30 seconds in the game. Chuba at quarterback. We're gonna hit a hook route here, get a first down. We've got to get on the ball. We could spike it, or we could throw this motherfucker up for grabs. Chuba's going deep. Armando Lewis, great coverage, but what a catch. We don't make it to the end zone. We have no timeouts. 16 seconds in the game. Clock is running. You could see 10 seconds straight up the middle with Boyd. How we pulled off this touchdown, I have no idea. No timeouts. We never spiked the ball. 3 plays. The length of the field, basically. We take the lead. UTEP does have one more chance. We pulled it off. Can they pull it off? Ooh, doesn't look like it. Misfired by the UTEP quarterback. We survived this, guys. 2 games now. We hang on. We stay undefeated. The schedule ahead of us looks to be in our favor, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. The Mountain West schedule ahead of us. We won the Mountain West last year. We're favorites to win it this year. Can we go undefeated? We've survived now 2 weeks with this double quarterback system. It looks like Evans Chuba is going to be moving forward, presenting himself as a starter more and more. You can see right here, 9 for 14, 220. Only 64 yards on 6 completions for Tyler B. We'll continue to monitor this. We got 3 games left on this episode. 14 carries, 47 yards for Alejado, 13 for 79 for Reyna. You can just see very similar carries in the yardage difference. Armando Lewis, 3 catches, 149. He did have that score. Jaimuli and Huamau, though, are our leading receivers on the game with 4 catches, 67-37 respectively. On the defensive side of the ball, our leading tackler is going to be Oliphant. Go ahead, bring that up. Thank you. Zylstra second with that limited playing time. He also had the 1 sack, and then the interception went to Kai Kamalani. Third game of the episode is going to be against Nevada. You guys know Nevada is a rivalry for me, the coach, not necessarily the program. I've always struggled since Road to Glory. We've gone back and forth with Nevada. Don't like these guys. Fortunately, we're going to be taking them at home. And if you didn't notice, I want to bring your attention to the number beside our name. For the first time at Hawaii, we are a top 25 team heading into this game. We're really excited about it. Nevada 2-0 in the Mountain West, 4-2 overall against the undefeated Hawaii Warriors. Nevada is one of those sneaky teams. Them and San Jose State are going to be 2 that have snuck up on us. If you remember last year, San Jose State beat us pretty badly. Fortunately, we were able to exact revenge in the conference championship. Anyways, at this point, guys, we Evans Chuba's pretty much secured the majority of the reps at quarterback. keep that in mind. We will still get Tyler B. The two quarterback system is still intact, but we're going to give more reps to Evans Chuba. He's really proved himself here. Check this out, 3rd and 4, throwing a little screen. Great penetration by the Wolfpack. We've got to punt it on our opening drive. We should have been in position, but we've got a brand new corner right there. That guy's name is Will Lokella, blowing up that coverage. Big gain for the Wolfpack. A couple plays later, we do get a sack from Bada. Nothing happening after that. They're going to have to kick a field goal. Great leg from the Wolfpack kicker. They're on the board, 3-0. We're going back to work though. Micah Alejado, boom, with that crazy juke. Great speed as well. 3 carries, 33 yards right now. That's why he's in the backfield. He's looking to feel a lot better after these last 2 weeks. Know what I'm saying? We're throwing one up. We're going for Jarvis, and he's outrunning everybody. Just honestly putting that one up in the air, letting him run under it. We're on the board, taking that lead. 7-3 here. Got about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Check this out. Big interception by Von Napua. We've been waiting for him, man. Great season last season out of the slot. He's hit and miss this year. Some blown coverages, some big plays like that. So looks really good when he's able to be in position. Offensive side of the ball, another little wrinkle in our offense is that read option. It's going to trick the defense because this was another read option. This time we just give it to Reyna. He's able to score from a decent distance out, man. 14-3 here. 2 minutes to go. First quarter. Throwing up the hang loose. All my aloha. But we talked about Nevada being sneaky. You can see right here, man, these long distance plays, sometimes you think you got them, it's an easy give me. They end up throwing an out, nobody's around, they recycle the downs. Here's another out, we're not able to make this tackle either. That's Oliphant reaching. Okay, so we're a little bit, we're going back and forth here, right? It's gonna be 10-14. We're gonna take the ball 4 seconds later. We're looking deep. They let us have it earlier. We go for it again. Unfortunately, Heimuli drops this one. So we've got to focus on our methodical drives. We took a shot. Now it's back to the ground. 5 carries, 56 yards for Micah there. You can see Reyna in the backfield moving forward. We're going to hit him out of the backfield, get a decent little gain. Splitting time in that backfield. Chuba kicking it out. Big touchdown from Timo Puamau. We haven't really talked about him since the early stages when Kafka was throwing him touchdowns, but he gets back into, I mean, he's been in great form this whole season, so I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Besides, he scores again, his 5th touchdown of the season. We're really excited for that. He is a dangerous weapon as a tight end. Check this out, guys. We were bitching about this earlier. This guy's name is Kukwa, Kukwa. Runs into the kicker again. I believe that's his 3rd running into the kicker this year. I'm trying to remember to get out of here and replace him as the 2nd string free safety, but until I remember, you know what I'm saying? That's going to give them another chance. They're obviously making the most out of their second opportunity. As you see on this run right here, we do get in there, we do get a sack, but they are recycling them downs. They are potent. Check that out. That play works again. Sam Ika, our middle linebacker, not able to knock this pass down, not able to get a hand up there. They're inching closer, man. 17-21. There's 22 seconds left here in the quarter. We're going to hit Puamau over the middle. Call that timeout. We've got 1 timeout remaining, by the way. Chuba getting that scramble. Instead of sliding down, we're going to try and get to the sideline, preserve this timeout. 13 seconds. We're having a lot of luck with these kind of drives. You know what I'm saying? Check it out this time. Heimuli ain't dropping it. With a timeout to spare. we're able to score the touchdown with 8 seconds to go in the half, man. 28-17. That's what we're talking about. And Chuba's really looking good as a passer. You know, he's not just that dual threat. We're impressed with him. 6 targets, 4 catches, does have 1 drop, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Having a great first half, man. I'm sure the replays are gonna feature at least one of his plays. You know what I'm saying? Could it be this one where we skyballed it? Yes, it is. And Chuba just standing in the pocket, taking a little heat right there on that touchdown pass. Those always feel good. And then check this out, Puamau doing his work to get into the end zone. Ball's going to the Wolfpack. Man, they're just persistent. You know what I'm saying? Get back there. Waikiki Galindo. We're going to get that sack. 2nd and 17. We're going to force that bunt. Nevada is sneaky. Look at that. Wide open, no coverage out there. Can't make a tackle. They're going to get a first down. 6 catches, 77 yards for that dude, man. Like, these games are frustrating. You can see Kamalani right there in great position. Not sure what the route was right there. Maybe some sort of like insert seam, but able to step in front of it. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to get 2 here. 25-28. It's a 3-point game. A lot of scoring here. You know what I'm saying? They're going to kick it to. We just put this guy back there. This is Matt Sharp, a true freshman. Look at the seam. For the first time in Dynasty mode, guys. We're taking it to the house. The red shirt freshman. The projected slot receiver starting for next season. Gets himself a touchdown in the kick return game. That's wild. Really awesome by him. Decent speed, able to outrun the defense. Got him a touchdown in his redshirt freshman year. We talked about Napua doing his thing, guys. Going to work. 2nd interception of the day for him. 35-25. We get this pick. We're going to look to start pulling away here because we know how sneaky they are. We did put Tyler B into the game. Check this out. 3rd and 15. Oh, the nerves, or I'm not sure what. Overthrows the ball, but we get a great punt. We're able to down this at the 2, but Nevada is sneaky. Okay, so 5 yards. We sent some pressure. This is really the dagger, though. Mistime dive. We don't have the speed either from Kamalani or Napua. Check out this effort. Just falls down. Doesn't dive. You've got to dive on the east-west, so to speak, instead of the north-south. Or they just fall down like that. That's unfortunate. 35-32. We got Chuba back in the game. He's going to try and pick this up with his feet. Lowers his shoulder. 4th and inches here. We're going to get on the ball. We've got Reyna in the backfield. We typically have some success with this, so we're going to go on the quick snap, try to catch him out of position. And pretty dang easy. We know we've got to roll the dice against Nevada, man. 3rd and 4, wide open over the middle. Almost messed that up, but Puamau comes through. Right after that, we hit Haran on a crossing route. He's able to, just like an assassin, sneak it behind that defender. Defender had no idea what was happening. Snuck in right behind him, catch and run, gets into the end zone. 42-32. We are now in the 4th quarter. Keep that in mind here, guys. Look at that throw. Yep, that was 4th down, by the way. We're going to take over. 2nd and 4. Reyna up the middle. 1st and goal from the 9. Let's just give it to him again, you know what I'm saying? Until what? Dude, what's happening this year? Reyna puts it on the ground again. I'm not sure if you guys recall last season. He was money. He fumbled 1 time the entire season. He has fumbled 3 times so far this year. Crazy. It's okay. We're going to bring some pressure here. That's our 6th sack of the day. That's going to be Laga, the defensive tackle. The defensive end turned defensive tackle. Check out this 3rd and 15. Just hitting a little crossing route. We end up, that was Nate Hatchett, ends up pushing him across the first down marker. Wild, right? First down, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing here. It's rolling down, getting close to that 2-minute warning. Wide open in the middle. Our middle linebacker vacated there. Of course, they're going to hit 361 for 4 touchdowns for the quarterback. Right across the middle. It's easy. It's easy at that point. They're going to come close. Within 3. We've got to protect the ball. Minute 49, 39-42, 3-point game. But they run a press coverage. We were just going to run the clock out, guys, but I mean, did you see how wide open he was? We hit Heisman for a huge gain, and we're going to go up 49-39. They are not able to do anything with it. We're going to get the dub. A lot of fun out there. We had a hell of a game. Chuba, 5 touchdowns. Player of the game, Heisman, 6 catches, 184. 3 of those went for scores, man. Some pretty good plays out there by Nevada. Our Achilles heel still seems to be on the defensive side of the ball. Luckily, we've got a high-powered offense. Up to this point, we've just been able to outscore our mistakes. We've got to bring the defense together, guys. There it is, 14 of 19, 5 touchdowns, almost 75%. We did throw it once with Tyler B. That was incomplete. You saw him get smashed right there. We talked about Chuba taking over the reins. 12 carries, 80 yards, 10 for 73 for Alejandro. Reyna did have a touchdown. But look how many people got involved in the run game here. McAllister, Duarte, Boyd. 6 for 184. We already talked about that one. Puamau, 4 for 37. He got a score. Eran, that one catch that he had, went for a touchdown. We also had a catch for Reyna. Armando Lewis, great game last week. Had a drop this week. We didn't go back to him. Tackle leaders, double digits. Nate Hatchett, that's our slot cornerback. Damn. Lokela, it's also a slot corner, picking up another double digit. 2.5 for Laga. Bada had 2. 1.5 for Waikiki, and Sam Ika got in there. 2 picks for Von Napua. Decent little day. Larry Bott is going to be the conference player of the week. 4 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks. Make that national defensive player of the week as well. You know what I'm saying? But we also had another big performance. That was Jarvis Heimule. He's going to get the conference player of the week versus Nevada in week 8. Guys, we lost our sophomore JUCO quarterback to UCLA. It's okay. We've got Junior Patuatau. He's a big recruit, 6'4", out of Hawaii. So we'll hang on to him. Now that we've redshirted Kafka, we don't need 2 quarterbacks, so that kind of worked out. But let's look ahead. 18th in the nation, 7-0, 2-0 in the Mountain West. Getting ready to play host to New Mexico State and the Aggies. I actually like these uniforms. You can see the design on their helmets, really cool, man. I also like the color scheme. Looking forward to jumping into this one. A lot of close games here recently. Let's see what we can do against these Aggies. Aloha indeed. Oh, New Mexico State, man. I'm curious what team is going to come closest to upsetting our perfect season. That we've had a few really close scares. That game with UTEP, the last second heroics to get out of there undefeated, that was pretty wild. There's no redos here, so if we lose, we lose, man. Receiving the ball to start the game, McAllister is going to take this one. Matt Sharp on the other side of that return. He replaced Carlos Page earlier this season. He also has a kick return touchdown. Sharp, that is. Chuba, 70%. 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick on the year. The first third down of the game, it's inches. We're going to hand it to Reyna. Making people miss. Fast forward, another third down. 3rd and 8. Second time we faced third down here. Stout little defense from New Mexico State. We're able to convert, though, with Iran. 3rd and 4. Third straight third down conversion. Play action, no dice. We're taking the sack. We got to punt. So New Mexico State doing what they need to do, stopping that early score, forcing a punt, taking matters into their own hands. We did down the ball pretty deep though. Nice job by the punt team. 3rd and 9 here. Check this out. We're going to bring a little pressure. This is Lester Laga, defensive end, playing defensive tackle this season, as we got 2 guys on the corners that are just absolute studs. Gets the safety, 2 points on the board. A lovely, lovely play. 3rd and 4 after a methodical drive. We're going to kick it out to Reyna here. Going to get us close to that 10-yard line. 34 yards here through the air for Chuba. Alejado in the background here, or in the backfield. We're going to hand it off to him. We're going to go short of that first down marker. It's 4th and 2. Let's get on the ball. We're going to try and hurry it up. Unfortunately, our left tackle jumps off sides or false starts, and we're going to have to kick that field goal. We're not going to try and go 7 yards. We're going to just take what the defense gives us, so to speak. 5-0. It's a weird score to see up on the board, is it not? 5-0 here. 3rd and 5 for New Mexico. Dude doesn't want to take another hit, so he throws it into traffic. Kai Kamalani, so consistent. He's really been a staple of our defense. He's our career tackle stat leader. He's coming through with big plays like this. A pick 6. The first touchdown of the game comes via defense. Nice job, Kai Kamalani. New Mexico State, though, is not going to go down without a fight. Decent run off tackle here on 3rd and 24. Look at this. We decide not to cover deep, guys. What are we thinking? Yeah, okay. It's 3rd and 24. They got a long way to go, but somebody's got to drop back in coverage. Nobody around them. 7-12. Wow. 3rd and 8 here. We're going to go across the middle. Puamau unfortunately can't hang on. We kind of gave him a hospital pass there. No luck. Give it back to New Mexico State, but shortly after, Kai Kamalani is going to take his 2nd pick. Looking to house it. Unfortunately, comes a little short. I thought we were going to get the corner there. Big thing is we have great field position. We've got the 2nd pick of the game for Kai Kamalani. He's coming through. 3rd and 6 here. Check this out. Looking in the corner. We've got to tightrope that. We're not going to get the touchdown, but that's what Reyna does best. These short, spread out at the goal line, straight up the gut runs. He's had so many of them. He doesn't disappoint here. A 19-7 here. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. And we can see right here, they want to get on the board. The Aggies are forcing it. Nate Hatchett, our slot corner, comes through this time. 3rd pick of the game for their quarterback. Hatchett, man. Texas product. Had a little bit of playing time last year. Stepping up into that full-time slot this season. Little crossing route right here. Imuli gonna recycle the downs. We're gonna use some timeouts. We're going to use them timeouts and try to score here. 15 seconds to go. We find Lewis in the corner of the end zone. Guys, if you didn't notice, that was Tyler B in at quarterback, throwing that touchdown pass. We're still running a little bit of the 2 quarterback system here. Making sure, man. We got to know. We got to know. Last play of the half. Kicking it out. Sam Ika, not our fastest linebacker there, but he is able to force that guy to bounds. No harm, no foul, so to speak. Taking the lead into halftime, and we're kind of giving the beat down, man. Not a whole lot of yards. 85 through the air. 72, I believe, is what I saw on the ground. Roughly 150 yards here of offense, but defense really coming through with 3 turnovers so far, plus a 4th safety. We have 9 points on the board from our defense. There's our throw from Tyler B, hitting that perfect drop in the end zone. What a legend. Starting off the second half is another run. This is a salty little running back, man. He's had some big plays here. Decent little screen. Check this out. 3rd and 15. They get just enough. Is it sketch? Is there some sort of conspiracy? I don't know. They seem to always find that. 3rd and short. 4 guys around them. Surgical precision. They bring it down to the 1. We do stop them twice. This is 3rd and goal here. Check number 20. Direct snap catches us off guard. We were looking for some sort of read option. They were spread out, so perhaps like a quick slant. We were in a zone coverage, so I mean, kudos to them, man. 14-26 here. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Going deep again. Heisman, man, 5 catches, 88 yards. Doesn't go to the house on this one, but yeah, man. Check out who's in at quarterback, by the way. David Weeks, our true freshman. He's a 3-star out of California who we're really excited about. We are big. We're going to get our quarterback some playing time. And check this out. Hitting Lewis. He gets a touchdown pass. The reason we're excited about him, I know we've got Tyler B, who's now in his redshirt freshman year, but David Weeks was a gem and has an impact development rating. Just for context here, David Weeks did not target all these guys. We played 3 quarterbacks in this game. David Weeks will close us out here. 40-14. Oh, missed the sack for Bada Bing, but Lester Laga coming through. Getting that sack. Another sack for him on the day. It's going to be 4th and 10. 7.5 minutes to go. Let's flip it around. 3rd and 7 for the Rainbow Warriors. Throwing it deep. Muley's got it. He's going to score another touchdown pass from David Weeks. This is why we're excited about him. He's got a great delivery, really quick delivery. He hasn't really had any issues with like overthrowing or underthrowing receivers in all the games that we've seen him in. Pretty crazy. Back to the game, guys. Check this out. This guy's a true freshman. We're keeping his red shirt on. He'll only play in 4 games, but this is the first game he gets playing time. He makes the most out of it. He gets an interception, guys. We are developing our young players. AJ Akani, if you remember, he was the only 4-star out of the state of Hawaii last year. We were able to snag him, our first ever 4-star recruit, and we get him involved in the game. Another true freshman, Tim Vernon, our New Jersey running back there, able to get some playing time. Because of so many young players, we're not able to move the ball as efficiently as we'd like to, but we get the true freshman kicker in there even to get his career started. 50-14 here. Getting some pressure. Oh my gosh, Kai Kamalani. 5 interceptions on the game. 3 of them went to Kai Kamalani. 2 of those went back for a score. This dude is on fire. Kai Kamalani, have a day. 57-14. There's 2 minutes to go here in the game. You can see about a minute burned off the clock here. We're getting some pressure. Talking about young players, Manu battles a freshman coming in for Waikiki. Galindo gets his first sack of his career. A lot of firsts out here. 4th and 19, 4 seconds to go. Last play of the game. Oh my gosh. Kai Kamalani, man. His 4th interception of the game. We talked about how much we love Kai Kamalani, how much of a staple he is on the defense, and he just came out and absolutely balled out. 4 picks, man. It's not going to be the school record. It's going to tie it, but great game from everybody out here. Kai's going to get player of the game. 4 interceptions, 2 of those returned for a touchdown. Yeesh. Armando Lewis, love that. I believe that was a pass from Tyler B. We'll go over the stats here shortly. Let you guys know how our 3 quarterbacks played. There it is, 5 of 6, 2 scores for David Weeks. Yeah, Tyler B had 2 for 4, 1 touchdown, and then 9 for 14, 113 yards. Nice job from Chuba. 14 carries, 50 yards, 11 carries, 50 yards. That's Reyna and Alejado respectively. 2 for 16 for Vernon, 6 for 134, a score for Jaimuli. Heron had 3 catches. Puamau 3 catches. 2 catches went to Lewis. He had 2 scores. We also had Matt Sharp get involved in the receiving game. Tackle leader for the game is going to be Zylstra. He's in there for the hurt Ben Gallo. 2 sacks from Lester Laga. Manu Battles got his first of his career. Red Wine getting involved. And then Bada and Hatchet. 4 interceptions from Kamalani. 1 for the true freshman. And then 1 for Nate Hatchet. Kicking wise, I told you guys, here's our senior. And then we even let our true freshman get in there, get involved. His first field goal attempt is good. We're going to keep his red shirt on. He's got 4 more years of eligibility. Conference player of the week goes to Kai, not just conference. Give him the national defensive player of the week. We love that. Nice job, Kamalani. Getting ready for the rivalry game, San Jose State. If there's 2 schools that we sweat a little bit, it's Nevada and it's San Jose State. We're going to jump into this one. We're going to be very careful. 14th in the country. We know that what these guys are capable of. They really laid it to us last year. We did get our revenge in the championship, conference championship, but new season, new squad. Let's go. Rocking the all blacks for this home game. Simply because the Spartans got a nice little whiteout setup. So, to have the most contrast between the 2 teams, we rock the all blacks. I do like the white helmets though, with the black unis. Let's get into the game, McAllister. Bringing it out to the 19-yard line. You can see right there the rivalry. 27-21 in that conference championship game last year. We are on the streak, the 1-game streak. 3rd and 11 here. Nice little hook route. Chuba hooking up with Jaimuli. Then we've got Arena coming out of the backfield. Big gain here off tackle. Getting close to that red zone. 2 carries, 32 yards. The 95% of that's going to be on that run right there. 612 rushing yards this season for Reyna. We're really liking that. A little option, RPO option, hitting Puamau, getting within the 5-yard line. Then we're going to give it to Alejado, just straight up the gut. First touchdown, first drive. Alejado. Didn't really have a touchdown celebration there. He kind of glitched out. So I went ahead and going to show you guys the extra point. We don't normally do that. 7-0 here. Let's see what San Jose can do with it. Huge gaping hole right up the middle. Big gain. First play of the game for the Spartans here. Decent little drive. Able to kick that out. We've got no one around. It's a little zig route. 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back. Bada's going to break free. Smash that quarterback. We're going to force a 4th and 14. First sack of the game going to Bada. He's pretty hyped. Look at that. Couple little squats, couple little bring it up. Kicking the field goal. Actually, he's going to hit the upright. Fortunate for us. 7-0 here. We're going to give this ball to Reyna. But we talked about it earlier. The ball handling issues after a huge year last year. I don't know what's going on, man. Reyna he's fumbled again and giving them great field position. I'm gonna just tell you guys straight up at this point, we end up pulling Reyna for the rest of the game here. He'll get in if there's some tired running backs, but we're gonna give McAllister some opportunities. We're gonna give Boyd some opportunities because this should be at least 10-0 game. Best case scenario, 14-0 game, but instead we're all tied up at 7 here in the second quarter. The turnovers, man. Alejado in the backfield. Chuba under center. Throwing the deep ball. Hooking up with Jaimuli. No, he ends up dropping the deep pass. We're going to have to punt this away. We're having issues with the Spartans here. And look at that, just surgical precision. Finding a hole in that zone coverage. The Spartans are moving. Play action pass here. throwing it across the middle, but Kai Kamalani's gonna step in front of it. One guy to beat, can't do it, but we do get the ball back. The Spartans want to spoil the undefeated season. Kai Kamalani said no. 5 interceptions in 2 games. Let's go. Check this out. Here's Kane McAllister stepping in for Reyna, having a great showing here. He's going to take advantage of his opportunities. Second time today, up the middle. Micah's going to get the score. We need it. He is an explosive running back, but he shows that he is effective. We usually run Reyna up the middle there, but Alado says I can get the job done too. Second touchdown of the day for him. Third down, we end up getting some penetration, stopping the team as they try to run the clock out here. So 38 seconds, we call a timeout, get the ball back. We give it to Alado just to get that first down, but he breaks one wide open. 3 touchdowns? Yeah, damn right. In the first half, Micah Alado having a game so far. That's what we need. Extending that lead by 2 scores. 21-7 is how we're gonna go into half. All 3 touchdowns scored by the running back. 161 rush yards on 19 attempts. We do have those 3 touchdowns. We just touched on that. Only 100-yard difference, man. 99, sure. Let's be technical. 1 touchdown, 3 touchdowns. Look at that. He is a senior this year. So we've got Boyd is also a senior. So we've got Reyna, McAllister, Vernon in the backfield next year. Start off the second half, 3rd and 5. Check this out. Bada getting through again. 3 tackles on the day. That is the 2nd sack of the day. Doing the giddy. We're going to get the ball back after a methodical drive. We're on the other side of the field. Just a little shovel pass here to Alejado. And check this out. We're going to run this straight up the gut. Huamau leading. Another long run for a touchdown. The 4th of the day, Micah Alejado. 4 touchdowns. As far as when we've been coaching, we did have 5 rushing touchdowns with Reyna in our first year, but this is our 2nd best performance from a running back is Micah Alejado with 4. And then San Jose says we can do that too. They just can't take it to the house. Big gain there. 3rd and 8 here. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Drop back pass for the Spartans. Look at that. Nate Hatchett stepping in front of it. Putting himself in front of it. Getting a little elevation. 2nd pick of the day here. We're up 3 scores. Tyler B in at quarterback. Hitting Heron on a nice little crossing route. Run after catch, really effective right there. And another nice run by McAllister off tackle here. Getting within the red zone. Boyd in the backfield, straight up the middle. This is more of our power back guy. He hasn't had a ton of touchdowns. He's 3rd on the depth chart. He is the #1 power back option, but we don't really run stack formations. So he doesn't get a lot of the glory, but here in for Reyna, gets himself a touchdown. 35-7 into the 4th quarter we go. Check that out. A big coverage lapse. They're able to get a big gain. These guys really are a lot of big plays, a lot of big chunk plays. We just didn't highlight them if they didn't go on to lead to something, but here are a couple of them, plus a run up the middle is going to get them within the 5-yard line. Nice little option. The delay, that was visual clutter right there. I'm not sure why we weren't able to bring him down. He's able to get that pitch out. No celebration from the San Jose State running back. They know that they're down 35-14 here. McAllister, another big run. Not able to break him like Alejado did, but these are very valuable yards here. Tyler B shooting it to the outside. Oh my gosh, that was his 2nd pick of the year. And it's a pick 6. This one hurts. He can't chase down his mistake, guys. That one's tough. It was really slow developing. You can see he's got the snowflake on his name here. Looking to make amends. Hitting Heimuli. A little underthrown, but he makes the connection. Big gain. We could have taken him out of the game, sure, but he is the quarterback that will be returning. We're not able to get a first down here, so it is a long field goal attempt from Larry Regis. He punches it through. We'll take it. Points are points. 38-21, 90 seconds to go. 3rd and 22. Throwing it deep. Look at this. Double coverage, man. What the hell? They end up making the catch, but we shut down that drive. Lackluster, to say the least. The clock runs out. 38-21 is going to be the final here. A little bit better than that conference championship game where we won by 6. We're able to kind of punch him in the mouth a little bit. Scored twice on offense, once on defense. Alejado, 135 yards, 13 carries. He had 4 touchdowns. We highlighted every single one of them. Career day, I think, as far as scoring touchdowns. He usually doesn't go over 100 yards as well. He's had a couple of them for sure, handful of them. So a 100-yard game plus 4 touchdowns. That's a career day for Alejado. Showing the crew, singing it up. You can see right here, we didn't really have a great day passing. 65 yards for B, 59 for Chuba on 19 attempts. Combined 135 yards there. McAllister 78 yards. Great little day for him. Reyna 11.2 yard average, but that fumble, man, costly. Heron 4 for 31. Receiving leader Puamau had 3. Jaime Lee had 2, and then 1 for Brazil. Duarte, Lewis, McAllister, and Alejado. We spread it out, just not for a lot of yards. Vada 7 tackles. He had what? That 4 sacks on the day? You're damn right. 2 sacks for Waikiki, 1 for Red Wine. Lesser Laga had a half sack. The interceptions going to Hatchet, and that early one from Kamalani. Larry Bada is going to get the conference and national player of the week with those 4 sacks, 6 tackles for a loss, man. How wild is that? Offensive player of the week going to Micah Alejado, 135 yards, 4 scores. My friends, the end of the episode is upon us. You can see still undefeated, even with our starting quarterback injured. We are utilizing so many options here at Hawaii. It's been a lot of fun. Number 11 in the nation. Before we part ways, I do want to show you what we've done on the recruiting side. Top ranked classes here, right? We are 9th as it stands at the moment. You can see we've signed 2 4-star prospects. One is that Sobieski out of South Dakota that nobody was looking at. We were able to secure him. And also the hometown kid. I mean, you're going to have to give me just a little bit to figure out how to pronounce his last name. But the free safety, we do need a strong safety. We didn't need a free, but obviously we can move people around to fill that spot. One of the only 4-star recruits out of the home state. We're able to snag him for a 2nd year in a row. We're able to snag a 4-star Hawaii kid and bring him home. But as it stands, guys, number 9th ranked recruiting class. I know it doesn't mean anything with the transfer portal, but check this out. Patoa Tua, the 3-star out of Honolulu, Hawaii. We did add Ferguson at the moment. We haven't added or offered him a scholarship yet. We just kind of want to see how it pans out, and I did look for a JUCO kid just so these guys aren't lined up as they move through their careers. Halfback wise, we've got Roth and Ruben, Illinois, and a hometown kid and Roth have both committed. We are eyeballing Ajayi out of North Carolina. Nobody's offered him a scholarship. He is a 4-star, so maybe we can sneak in there and get him. In that case, we will move one of these guys likely to a receiver because they are both receiving backs. But looking at the receivers, we've got Elijah Combs, we've got Punga out of Michigan, and Sobieski out of South Dakota. All 3 of those guys, we honestly only wanted either Punga or Sobieski, but he was our first choice. He committed later. We end up with both those guys. We are still trying to anchor down this Anchorage, Alaska tight end. Is that a pun? Maybe. Anchor down the Anchorage, Alaska guy. We are competing against Washington here, though. Second choice is Antoine Bo, San Bernardino, California. We would love to land this guy. We might pull Bo off the list. Maybe not, though. We do need 2 tight ends to fill. Offensive tackles, we're still battling in here, trying to figure these guys out at the guard positions. We got 2 of them, both left and right, but we do have a right guard we need to fill. Nobody's offered him, so we should end up landing him. Defensive end, we got both Jamie Bohannon out of Mississippi and then Blairstown, New Jersey native Oliver Clemens. Both of these guys are tall, man, 6'5" and 6'4". One's a junior, the other going to be an incoming freshman. And then Wellman, Artie Wellman commits out of New Orleans, 6'4", 304. Excited about that. No outside or middle linebacker prospects. We have offered Lee Felice here as a defensive back. We might offer one more. You can see the gem in Carl Weaver out of Chandler, Arizona. We're gonna see basically how things pan out as we move forward. We might release like one of our corners, maybe. I don't know yet. That's why I haven't offered him. But this guy is really good. He's got great speed. 19th prospect in the state, 91 ranked cornerback. We might consider that. And then, of course, Uhadafi, maybe. I'm not sure. 5'10", 219. Hometown kid. We got him signed. So that is how our recruiting board is looking. When we come back, we're going to get underway. We're on the road for the last time this season, regular season at least. The rivalry game with Air Force. We look forward to getting some guys some playing time. We still have 2 more games for David Weeks to get him involved. Tim Vernon as well. 3 games for guys like AJ Akane, the defensive back. So a couple more opportunities to get some new guys in here. Ben Gallo will return for this game as well, I believe, unless he's got 1 more week out. He'll be back before the end of the season. He's a middle linebacker. So yeah, a lot of things happening here. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're liking the series, show some love. Leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing. Hang out for the long run. Your guys' support on these videos pushes me to keep making them, so make sure you show some love. Until next time, guys, we'll see you right here as we take on the Falcons.